This is our DDoS attack presentation. My name's Cody Kinney.
I'm Douglas Gray.
And I'm Jake Gray.
For our required software, we use Kali Linux, and on this system we used hping. To install it, you can simply do apt get install hping. Our other system we used was Windows 10, and on this system we used Wireshark. To install this, you can do sudo apt get install Wireshark. For our system review, we had an attacker on our Kali Linux machine with IP address of 192.168.1.50 and a target on a Windows 10 machine, IP address 10.0.2.11. The target organization is a small business that has asked us to check for penetration testing vulnerabilities on their Windows server. This is in hopes to find vulnerabilities as their server is important for web transactions. Our pre-engagement. To start, we open Wireshark and ensure that it is clear of all data and traffic. Also ensure that we are using a LAN connection and not a Wi-Fi one. Next, we hover over the local connection to find the IP address of the Windows machine. In our case, it was 10.0.2.11. This shows how we found the IP address through Wireshark on the Kali Linux machine. Pre-engagement part 2. Now, open many terminals in the Kali Linux machine. In our case, we opened 6. This is to establish multiple attacks instead of just one source. In each terminal, ensure that you're a root user with sudo, and then use the input line hping3-1-flood and then an IP address. In our case, the IP address we used is 10.0.2.11. These terminals show what the terminals will look like when you enter the previous information in order to flood the target system with pings.
Information gathering. We have used various methods of information gathering to find the most visited parts for customers in this business. Using manual port scanning and search engines, we have found the business has its most traffic on its website and depends on it a lot for revenue. On the threat modeling, the reason for a UDP flood DDoS attack is to overload the website, thus creating slower times for potential customers and eventually lowering revenue. We have chosen UDP because of the randomized traffic from customers to the server, and it can replicate it well. Exploitation pen testing. Once you start the terminal's code, the DDoS attack has started as a UDP flood. This is recognized under ICMP protocol. You can check Wireshark under loopback.io on your attack machine to view the contents of said attack. This attack sent many packets to the server. In this screenshot here of the attack, you can see the 6 terminals, and this is after the command line of the hping3-1-flood 10.0.2.11 is sent. As you can see, ICMP mode set, 28 headers, 0 data bytes, and then it's in flood mode and no replies will be shown. And you can see that they're all just waiting to be killed. Then here is a screenshot from the Wireshark loopback.io. As you can see in this screenshot, all in a row is the 10.2.0.2.11 with ICMP protocol, and then the ping, reply, and requests. You could see how many, from the cursor to the right, how many requests were sent in just about a minute. Post-exploitation. The reasoning for 6 terminals is to have many attacks at once, which is the point of a DDoS attack. This attack sent vast amounts of packets to the server at once and made the server significantly slower. You can see from the Wireshark for the amount of packets in such little time, which is what caused the slowness of the server.
Reporting security. UDP flood DDoS attack can affect many areas of security, including system and database security, but is mainly focused on network security. This can affect system security by the hackers finding vulnerabilities within the server through this attack through network ports. As a business collecting customer information, this attack can lead to database security vulnerabilities due to the vast amount of data stored on the server. This attack directly deals with network security, showing a vulnerability within UDP ports and can have detrimental effects, especially to revenue and customer experience. UDP relief can consist of firewalls, DDoS moderation administration, or an intermediary administration. Since the business is smaller, we suggest an intermediary administration, one that works by controlling your DNS and intermediate web traffic. Overall, the main idea for this attack was to show how a UDP flood attack can be carried out and affect servers. Using the many terminals, we were able to send packets at a quick rate. This allowed the attack to perform at a high rate. Overall, there is many other steps that can be taken, but it goes to show vulnerabilities do not need complicated attacks. And thank you. Any questions?